I have already told you he was to marry Andaman himself. When he is ready, he will let us know who he wants to marry. You are insane, he is already 27. I am worried about him. People are starting to talk saying he is sick. I swear I want to strangle anyone who dares to say anything about me. She found while Mr. King let out a deep sigh. It's our fault. For so many years, we focused only on our eldest son, forgetting about the young. He has been running the company, managing everything on his own. Being a CEO dealing with all competing companies, it's not something small. He's completely absorbed in his professional life, and because of that, he's forgotten how to enjoy anything outside. We are already did terrible thing to our eldest son. I don't want them to suffer from traumas too. Her voice cracked slightly, tears welling up in her eyes. She recalls how their action made them enemies in their eldest son's eyes, and how they harmed his wife. What we did to him was unforgivable, but still Hanwal, she forgave us. She's an incredible woman. We were just so obsessed with her sister because Hanwal couldn't have children. But that's all in the past. We are happy as long as they are happy. Now I just want them to. I know exactly what will make him happy. Raising an eyebrow, please don't turn into villain again. Shaking her head slowly. No, I won't. I just want him to marry someone who he loves, someone he can love in return. Someone he truly adores, not like now, where he gives every girl that near him awkward and stare. I think I might know a girl if I'm not mistaken. She's the only one Taeyong doesn't look at with icy glare. Mrs. Kim face light up. Really? Who do we know her? She leans forward eagerly. Mr. Kim, yes, one. I think they might be living together. She gets one. Have you lost your mind? How? Just hear me out. I don't know for sure, but a few days ago, when I went to Taeyong office, some of the employees were gossiping. They said Taeyong and one were dating and she might be living with him. I was just glad and focused on our eldest son. At the time, I didn't pay much attention, but it stuck with me. My God, this is something so strange, surprising, but also wonderful. She speaks excitedly, a mix of emotions swelling in her expression. I need to know more about this. No, you won't. If the young wants to share his with us, he will. This time we won't pressure him or anyone. He says warmly. Mrs. Kim nods, albeit reluctantly, but with understanding. Dr. Lona, there is nothing complicated, Mr. Kim. Everything is fine and the baby is healthier than before. Thank you, doctor. I was just worried because she was in pain last night. It was her first time experiencing it. Dr. Lona, it's normal for her to feel pain. She is now 6 months, but don't worry if the pain increases next time. Bring her to the hospital immediately. They are not understanding her instruction when enter the room after changing out her hospital gown. Having finished her checkup, she sits beside the young and now Dr. Lona smiles at her. One, make sure not to lift or work with anything heavy, okay? I know it can be tempting to stay busy, but body is going on through a lot of changing right now. Rest and Krieger, especially in this last few months. Nodding slightly, understood, doctor. I have been trying to take it easy, but sometimes I feel restless. Dr. Luna, that's completely normal when many mothers do feel that way, but you are not useless at all. Growing a baby is a full-time job on its own, but you should understand how much energy that takes your body. It's important to listen to your body when it asks for rest. I'm glancing at one concerning Kate on his face. She has been stubborn about it, though even when I ask her to rest, she still insists on doing things around the house. Wine is smelling softly. It's not like I'm doing anything crazy. I just wanted to feel normal. You know, I like still myself. Dr. Luna is understandable, but remember you are normal has shifted for a while. Right now, taking care of yourself and the baby should be your priority. It's okay to let others take care of yourself for once. She looks at Taeyong with a knowing smile, and I'm sure Taeyong doesn't mind picking up dislike. Taeyong, of course I don't mind. I just want the baby to be safe. That means I need to handle things at home. Then it's what I will do. Teasing, I didn't think you know how to handle things at home. Chuckling softly, you have to surprise. I pick up your things. Dr. Luna, that's great. Support from a partner is important during this time. It will help one feel less pressure, more secure as she pampers for the next few months. I will rest more, doctor, I promise. It's just sometimes I feel like I'm burdening him with all this. He already has so much going on at work. I'm teaching how to gently hold my hands. You are never a burden. This is our journey together. I'm here for you no matter what. Dr. Luna observes this interaction, her smile growing warmer as she sees the love and care between them. Dr. Luna, that's kind of support you need. Emotional well-being is just as important as physical health right now. The more relaxed and careful you feel, the better it will for both of you and the baby. Stress can have a real impact, so lean on each other. When sighed softly, I will do best. I just sometime. I never thought pregnancy would feel like this. Dr. Luna, every pregnancy is different and emotional toll can be just as surprising as the physical changes. But you are doing great one. You are the almost at finish line now. Just a few months and you will be holding a little one. Sequencing once and gently I will. Exactly. If you need to talk or something doesn't feel right, don't hesitate to call me whenever it's pain or just feeling overwhelmed. I'm here to help you. Thank you, Dr. Lin. I really appreciate it. Dr. Lin, it's my pleasure. Now make sure to follow through on this promise to rest again. Then keep an eye on her. If she tries to overdo it again, you know what to do. Then I will make sure she listens. They all share a light-hearted moment, attention, they're amazing, and one thing prepare to leave. Dr. Luna, take care both of you. I will see you in a few weeks for the checkup next month. The uncle stand up and they both head for the door. As they walk down the hallway, their glances at one. His hand is still resting protectively on her lower back. Thank you, really should listen to the doctor. I don't like seeing you in pain like that. I know I will try, but thank you for worrying about me. I know I don't always make it easy. You don't have to thank me for that. You and the baby are the most important thing in my life right now. Nothing else matters as much. Ivan looked at him, touched by his word, even though he kept his expression steady and calm. As the young man walked down the hospital hallway, Ivan's smile grew as the young stayed close, his hand gently supporting her. They shared a light laugh after Ivan's small stumble, but before they could more, the young suddenly froze, his grip tightening slightly. Ivan looked up confused until she saw what caught his attention. Standing a few steps away was Mrs. Kim, the young's mother, her eyes widening slightly as she took in her sight of her son holding Ivan so protectively, and then her gaze dropped on Ivan's visible baby bump. For a brief moment, Mrs. Kim's expression was unreadable, but then something soft and surprise flickered in her eyes. She stood still, staring at them both. The uncle looked like a deer caught in headlights at one, gulping nervously. Mom, Mrs. Kim stepped closer, her eyes walking on the wine belly, and the back at the young and still holding one arm. Her lips parted in a mix of shock and something else, something softer. Mrs. Kim in a low voice trying to make sense of the situation. Then, what are you doing at a hospital with her? Her gaze flickered between them, her confusion evident. The uncle cleared his throat awkwardly, casting a nervous glance at one, unsure to how to explain the situation. The young mom, can we talk about this at home, please? Mrs. Kim, however, didn't seem angry, just surprised, her eyes softening as she looked back at one. Taking away her son was standing protective close to her. There was a brief pause before Mrs. Kim's expression changed slightly, something tender coming off her features. Mrs. Kim softly, her voice gentle now. Why are you alright? Is everything okay with the baby? All being caught off guard by the unexpected kindness in Mrs. Kim. She had asked herself a question, maybe even criticism, but this Mrs. Kim actually concerned. Yes, Mrs. Kim, everything is fine. The doctor said the baby is healthy. She exclaimed softly, really flashing across her face before she looked back at the young. Her expression became slightly teasing, though there was a warmth in her eyes. I should have known something was going on between you two. You have been looking more distracted lately than, but you think. Her eyes fell on back on my stomach. You are going to be a father. They nodded slowly. Yes, it's complicated. I didn't want to tell you like this. Mrs. Kim was gently stepping closer until she was standing directly in front of them. Complicated or not, I have always liked wine. She glanced at wine with a fond smile. You are a hardworking, intelligent woman, Van, and now you are giving me a grandchild. One eyes widened slightly, not expecting such kind words from Mrs. Kim. Thank you, that's mean a lot. She reached out and placed a soft hand on my shoulder, her expression tender. Don't be so formal with me, dear. You are carrying my grandchild, and now more importantly, you are important to them. I love you. You don't have to hide anything from me. One glance at the young who seemed just as surprised by his mother's word, as she was still at her sleepy bright, his tension his shoulder finally seeing relief. So are you not upset? She laughed softly, shaking her head. Upset, then how could I be? Look at you two. You are both a start a family together, and that's all I could ever imagine. She looked back at Vine, her eyes warm with approval. You have always been someone I admired, Vine. I'm just surprised it took Sunlight too long to realize how lucky it is to have you. Vine blew slightly, glancing at down the floor, overwhelmed by Mrs. Kim's unexpected affection. Things still processing everything, finally managed a small smile. Yeah, I guess I'm lucky. She took a step back, her smile lingering as she looked back at two of them standing close together. Well, I think I should talk more at home. There is so much to discuss, but right now I'm just happy for both of you. When I think she not relief plans, the atmosphere around them much lighter now. Thank you. I didn't expect you to be so understanding, smiling warmly. How could I not? You are going to be a part of our family when I'm excited to see the future holds for all of us. With that, Mrs. gently patted my arms before returning toward the doctor cabin. Her step light and her mood visibly lifted. The uncle went through there for a moment, watching her leave, both feeling a mix of relief and surprise. Whispered to Taeyang, she likes me, smiling softly. I told you she would. I'm just so happy everything has turned out so beautiful in a way I could never have planned. Honestly, this isn't something I could have dreamed of. The thought of that a child will be ours. Just ours is beyond anything I ever imagined. We don't have to give our baby to anymore. They will remain with us. It is strange how everything shifted in just a few days. My parents and my elder brother's relationship had been strained for many years. My brother studied on and he married a woman he loved deeply, but my parents didn't like her. They hurt her out even though they tried to convince him to date another woman because his wife couldn't have the children. It was cruel. But now everything is different. Somehow they managed to help. My parents finally accepted my brother's wife and they apologized countless times, but as for Anwar being the kind-hearted woman, she forgave them. She said that everyone deserves a second chance and that they were only trying to do they thought was best for their son, even though it was wrong. What surprised me the most that Anwar actually wanted to live with my mom and dad again. She doesn't hold any grudges, and next week they are going to adopt a child. It's unbelievable. I can't imagine how hard must we go through everything they did, but now I'm happy for everyone. And now there's just one beautiful thing I need to do. 1 week later, Taeyang woke up. He blew a gentle puff of air on her face. Her eyes fluttered open and she slowly woke up. Taeyang was already dressed in black outfit. Leaning in, he kissed her forehead and helped her to sit on the bed. What time is it? She asked sleepily, rubbing her eyes. We don't have much time left. We need to go soon. Come on. She nodded, still felt groggy. She was already dressed, but her had fallen asleep waiting for him. Since seeing her take him time in the bathroom, leaning against the bed, she had dripped off. My hair is messy again, she asked in frustration, running her hand through it. The young couple finding her irritation adorable. Yeah, little, but you know you look hot with messy hair. It is watching her blush. Thanks, you look pretty yourself with your messy hair and the water dripping down. This time it was Young's turn to blush, and he coughed slightly to hide it, picking up a hairbrush. Let me fix it for you. He gently began brushing her hair. The motion softened, carrying one closed her eyes, relishing the feeling. It was one of her favorite things, how he always took his time to comb her hair so tenderly. The room was quite full with the latest soft stroke of the brush through her hair. Moments like this. Thus the world seemed to slow down and it was just the two of them, made her heart swell with warmth. They didn't say much, the comfortable silence spoke volume about. They were heading to Taeyang's parents' house. There is small family gathering was being held. The celebration was their brother and wife, so I just adopted a beautiful baby yesterday. Everyone was excited and the atmosphere promised to be warm and joyful. But Taeyang had something even more important planned for the evening. As they walked together, Taeyang not even raced with anticipation. Tonight wasn't just about the family new addition. It was also about his own future. He had a big announcement to make, one that he been on his mind for some time. In front of everyone, including his family and Van's mother, he was going to confess his feelings. He was going to marry him again. This time it wasn't just about fulfilling any obligation or deal.